Whoa, they got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like lots of matzo pizza, buy one, get one free. Ben & Jerry's 2 for $12. Celsius, buy 2, get one free. Any size fountain pop, just 79 cents. Jack's Link Jerky, 2 for $10. And Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, ready to eat, 2 for $4. Open 24/7, 365. They got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Brennan Field in beautiful Hinckley, Minnesota for tonight's Eastern Mini League matchup between your Hinckley Knights and the Elk River Lumberjacks. The Elk River Lumberjacks, new this year, a brand new team, much like a team we've seen here before, Ogilvie. So we got two new teams here. Hinckley will play Elk River, another one of them, the Lumberjacks, coming in here this evening as the visitors, and Hinckley will look to add on to their wins here this season. Taking a look at Elk River, on the year, they sit at a nice wins-loss record of 3-1 in the Eastern Mini League. It's 3 wins at home, 1 loss on the road, and that again is according to their Elk River Lumberjacks website. So that is according to their website, 3-1 on the season. In the field for the Hinckley Knights to start on the mound tonight will be Ben Sickler, and behind the plate for him is Griffin Steele. Then over at first it will be Sean Osmus, Jeff Lottie at second. At third it's Isaiah Hasen at short, Corey Schmidt. Ben Sickler with the first pitch of the game, and that one is going to go foul. First pitch here at 7:29. And the leadoff man for Elk River is going to be Will Ambrose. He starts with an 0-1 count for Elk River, and the next one is in there and swung on and fouled down the first base line once again by Ambrose. So now an 0-2 count for the leadoff man for Elk River. Sickler winds up, and here's the 0-2. That one's going to be high and over the catcher in Griffin Steele. 1-2 on the way, swung on and hit back up the middle. Lottie grabs it at second. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. Grown out there to the second baseman, and now Jacob Jeske to the plate for Elk River. And Max Sickler gets to start on the mound tonight for Hinckley. Then in the outfield for the Knights, over in left, it's Max Sickler. In center, T.J. Johnson, and in right, Bryce Erickson. Change in the lineup here this evening for the Knights, and that ball a little bit high to the number 2 batter, Jacob Jeske. So 1-0 count here for Jeske. Here's the pitch from Ben Sickler. It's in there for strike 1. Then will make the count 1-1. This one swung on and fouled out of play by Jeske, and now it will be a 1-2 count here in the opening stanza of this one. The Hinckley Knights in the Eastern Mini League North sit in first place over the Princeton Panthers right now. That one swung on, and this is going to be a tough play there, but Sean Osmus will get it as it bounces in front of him. He tosses it to the pitcher, Ben Sickler, who steps on the bag for out number 2. And Jeff Brooks will come to the plate for the Lumberjacks. Into the right-hander batter's box. Looks like Ben Sickler and catcher Griffin Steele will have a brief word. before everyone moves back. First pitch is swung on and popped up towards left field. Left fielder's there, grabs it and holds on for out number 3. That's Max Sickler once again, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for the Lumberjacks. No hits, no runs, no errors committed by Hinckley. And we will move to the bottom of inning number 1 here on WCMP. No score, and the Knights will have their turn at the plate as we take a look at how the Lumberjacks will line up here this evening. On the mound for them tonight will be number 19, Mitch Thompson, and behind the plate catching will be number 11, Will Ambrose. Then over at first, it'll be number 30, Josh Rife. Then at second, it's going to be Jacob Jeske. At third, it will be Kyle Allenson, and at short, it'll be Jeff Brooks. Their outfield looks like this. In left field, it'll be Joe Holman, number 2, and then in center, it'll be 37, Brady Anaker, and in right, it will be number 7, Reed Olson. That's how the Lumberjacks line up here this evening. They've got, looks like 10 guys. So they've got 1 extra here tonight, and that's just how them all works sometimes. Sometimes you'll have, 17, 18. The next you'll have the exact right amount. So Elk River 3-1 record, not a bad record coming into tonight. And I say Eastern Mini League game, the Knights trying to keep their spot in first in the Eastern Mini North Division. Again, it switched up this year. A little bit different look to the Eastern Mini League this season. And coming to the plate now for the Knights to lead off is Max Sickler. He went from the bottom of the order to the top of the order since we were last here. Max Sickler has been the 9 batter for some time, and they decided to make a little bit of a change, put him as the leadoff man, and I think for good reason. He's had some very good at-bats here as of late. The last few games we were here, he's had at least an RBI or 2 in the last few games that we've been here for, so they have moved him to the top of the order as their leadoff man now, and he will step into the right-handed batter's box. And the pitch here is inside, nearly got him. He spins out of the way of that pitch from Mitch Thompson. That one swung on and hit right back up the middle, right at the shortstop. Oh, it takes a nasty bounce over the shortstop's glove, and that will be a base hit for Max Sickler. That was a nasty bounce there on that one. Jeff Brooks, had it on a line, but as he was going down to get it, that thing took a hop as if it had eyes on it. But Sickler is safe as that one does get to the outfield. Now they'll try and pick him up at first, but Sickler is back in plenty of time. Sean Osmus, first baseman, now at the plate. Pitch here is swung on and lifted out towards left center. Center fielder is on it and holds on for out number 1. Corey Schmidt now coming to the plate. 1 down for the Knights. Here's the first pitch to Schmidt. It's going to be in there for a strike, and Sickler will reach base, second base that is, with the steal as that throw down to second is well off the mark. It got there, but it was just in front. So now Schmidt with a 1-0. That one was outside. So now you got a runner at second, and Schmidt will get this one through the infield. That's going to be enough, and they will send the runner. Sickler rounding third. The throw home is not going to get there. It's going to be short, and that will allow Schmidt to get into second. It's an RBI for Corey Schmidt. An RBI, I think they'll count it as an RBI single because of the throw home that got him to second. So it's a 1-0 lead now for Hinckley. With 1 down. And it's Isaiah Haas at the plate. This one is swung on and bouncer to the third baseman. The throw on to first is going to get there in time for the second out. And with the throw to first, that'll allow Schmidt to get to third. So the ground out there by Haas to third advances Schmidt to third. And now TJ Johnson comes to the plate. 2 down and a runner 90 feet away. That one going to be fouled right back into the backstop here by TJ Johnson. The Knights with the early 1-0 lead over Elk River. Pretty important game here for the Knights, trying to keep themselves into first place. That one has popped up. A towering shot out to left field, but the left fielder is there, holds on for out number 1. That was a towering shot out to the left fielder. He had to wait a while for that one to come down, but that will be it. So the Knights get 2 hits, 1 run, and they lead 1-0 as we head towards the top of the second. A quick first inning here in Hinckley. The Knights with the early 1-0 lead as we move forward into the second inning. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Does radio advertising work? It just did. Make it work for you. Contact us at wcmpradio.com.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Leading off for the Elk River Lumberjacks to lead off this second inning is going to be number 2, their left fielder, Joel Holman. And he deals with a 1-1 count after the first pitch is inside for ball 1. This one is in there for strike 1 to begin the top of the second inning. This one is swung on and fouled back and out of play. So a 1-2 count now for Joe Holman. And here's the 1-2, swung on and missed by Holman for out number 1, and that's the first strikeout for Ben Sickler on the evening. And now that brings to the plate number 7, Reed Olson. He's their right fielder this evening for the Lumberjacks. Again, Lumberjacks brand new this season. This is their first year as a team here in 2024. First pitch is swung on and missed by Reed Olson. The 0-1 is just outside for ball 1. The 1-1 on the way from Sickler is low. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike for Reed Olson. Batting .333 on the season. This one's going to be in there on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. So even 2-2 count, and again, Ben Sickler on the mound. He wastes no time in between pitches. That makes it sometimes for a much quicker evening, especially when you've got a pitcher, again, who wastes about, 3 seconds between the whether it's a swing and miss or a foul ball until he gets back to the mound and then pitches. He's very quick on the mound. Here's the 2-2. That one swung on, and that one's going to go down the right field line and head foul. So that one going to go foul there by Reed Olson, and just foul. Maybe a good thing there for the Knights, as that might have been extra bases depending on where that one gets down, but does drift foul, so now a 2-2 count with 1 down, and the pitch from Sickler on the way. Swing and a miss, that one outside for out number 2. He had him guessing there, and he went outside on it. As Trevor Bauer would say, doors. doors on that one. I don't know if that one's good enough for a sword, though. So 2 down now for the Lumberjacks. It brings to the plate the pitcher, Mitch Thompson. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. He swings and misses on that one, so it's 0-2 for him now. And that was going to be low for ball 1. So after 0-2, it's 1-2 now. With 2 down here in the top of the second. That one's low, and that'll make it an even 2-2 count. So 2-2 now for Mitch Thompson. He's going to call for time as he can tell that Sickler's already ready. And, yep, there we go, out of the timeout. It took about 2 seconds. That one is in there for strike 3. And as it popped out of the glove, no tag going to be made. And so it's just going to be an out. Usually when you get a strikeout swinging like that and it pops out of the glove, you usually have to tag the player or throw it down to first. That time, batter just went to the box. So it will be 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs there for Elk River. No errors on the side of Hinckley. And they lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the second inning. Knights coming again into this one. First place in the Eastern Mini North Division at 6-0, 4-0 at home, 2-0 on the road. Right behind them is the Princeton Panthers at 6-0. I thought they had one loss on the season, maybe not. Then North Branch at 5-1, Quamba at 4-2, Mora 3-4, Rum River 2-3, Ogilvy 1-4, and Bram 0-7. That's how the standings look here in the Eastern Mini North Division. The Lumberjacks out of the South again at 3-1, but on top are the Isani Redbirds at 6-0 as well, so they are once again the team to beat in that division. Behind those two are the St. Francis Silverbacks at 2-2, the Bulldogs at 2-3, Renegades 1-3, Bethel Bandits 0-3, 1-5 are the Knights, and 0-5 are the Ham Lake Hornets. Take a breath. So that is how the standings look here in the Eastern Mini League. Again, it looks a little bit different. Only a North and South this year instead of the 3 that they've had the last few years. And according to manager Ted Haas, it could look a little bit different as well next year. So we will get to the bottom of the second inning. The Knights leading 1-0. And getting set to lead off the second inning for the Knights is Dylan Marcialonis. As he'll step into the right-handed batter's box again. He was signed with the team, but he had to finish up his high school season with ESCO before he could come play here, and he did, and made his debut not that long ago. This one is swung on and right towards the shortstop. This time the shortstop is able to make the play and throw it on to first in time for out number 1. Last time the shortstop had a ground ball come toward him, it bounced over his glove, and Sickler was safe. Now coming to the plate with 1 down is Jeff Lottie. Lottie has a 0-1 count now, and he's really improved here since he has been able to play at that second base position. Next one to him is low for ball 1 and rolls to the backstop. On the season for Jeff Lottie, he's batting a .200. And he has 1 double on the season. So 2-1 now for Lottie. And here's the pitch from Thompson. That one's going to stay high for ball 3. A good eye there from Jeff Lottie. That one was tempting, but man, he did a good job laying off. 19 versus 19 here, and here's the 3-1. Lottie gets a piece of it, fouls it. And that'll run the count full for Jeff Lottie. Pitcher wants to get a new ball. He'll get that from the ump, and he'll exchange the other one. And he'll, in fact, just give it into the Knights dugout. Probably get him a new one. Full count pitch on the way from Thompson. And that one's foul tipped into the backstop by Lottie once again. So account stays full for Lottie. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Took a little something off that one. That one is popped up into foul territory off the first base line and not able to be caught by the catcher, as that will get down, and Lottie will get another chance at it here at the plate with a full count. That one not an easy one for the catcher to get, and just couldn't reel it in. So another full count opportunity here for Jeff Lottie. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and right towards the shortstop. This one again bounces directly into his glove, and the throw on to first is in time for out number 2. So 2 down now for the Knights, and that brings to the plate Bryce Erickson, the left-handed batter. Also playing out in right field this evening. And Erickson on the year, batting .316 with 3 RBIs. He swings and fouls this one out of play. Here's the 0-1. Erickson gets a swing on that one, hits it out towards right center. That one stays in the air, and the right fielder manages to take a small leap and grab that one for out number 3. So no runs, no hits for either side. And now we'll move to the 3rd inning here in Hinckley at Brendan Field, where the Hinckley Knights lead the Elk River Lumberjacks on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 1-0, as we will head to the 3rd inning of play. But first, a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Town Ball here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water, whether you want to fish or just float in style. With this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers, half-day rentals start as low as $200. Better yet, rent for a full 8 hours, starting at $300.
Back here on WCMP, leading off the top of the 3rd inning for the Elk River Lumberjacks is Brady Anaker, and first pitch to him is outside, but in there for strike 1, and then this next one is going to be ball 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 from Ben Sickler, but it's going to drift outside, and that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2. Schmidt gets that one in there, and it's fouled off, and it bounces off the fence and right into the Knights' dugout. Couldn't do that one again if he tried. 2-2. That one swung on and fouled out of play. Knights here this evening wearing their green jerseys. Yeah, they've got 3 different jerseys on, all of them just as cool as the rest. But the green jersey, the 3 stripes on the sleeve, the 2 white ones, the yellow middle one. That one's in there and going to get him looking for strike 3 and out number 1. The white letters and numbers outlined in the yellow, the green hat, and the yellow H logo on the front of the hat and white pants. For Elk River, pretty plain uni, but still uni nonetheless. Red jersey, white numbers and letters, the white pants, and the black hat with the red brim. That one swung on and hit towards the shortstop Schmidt. He grabs it off the bounce. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. That one a little bit closer, I think, than Schmidt thought, but he got it there, and that will put down Kyle Allenson. Allenson's got a few more wheels than I think some people might have thought. Allenson nearly reached there, but he is out, and now Josh Reif comes to the plate with 2 down. And nobody on. Sickler gets that one in there for so here's the, I'm not sure what that one was. That one's going to be fouled off. Scoreboard shows 1 ball, no strikes, now 1-1. Oh, 0-2 count here for Josh Reif. And the 0-2 on the way. Swung on and fouled off the third baseline. And still no 2 count for Reif. Here's the pitch from Sickler. And that one's in there on the outside part of the plate. Got him looking for out number 3. That's the second backwards K here this inning. And 6 strikeouts straight for Ben Sickler. No hits, no runs, no errors. And this game moving along pretty darn quickly here. So we will move forward. And coming up will be the Knights at the plate once again. They lead 1-0 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. It'll be Griffin Steele, the catcher, who will lead off the bottom of the inning. The Knights here again trying to not only protect home field, but their top place in the division against the Panthers. Again, last time I looked, I thought the Panthers had lost one, but according to the Eastern Mini League, the Panthers have a 6-0 record, so we'll stick with that. Runs-wise, runs for Hinckley Knights are in the top of the league, the entire league, with 64 runs for them. They are second in runs against per game at 10. First are the Princeton Panthers, second are the Isani Redbirds, and then the Knights in third. Speaking of the Princeton Panthers and the Hinckley Knights, that's who will be here Friday night. The Princeton Panthers and Hinckley Knights will go at it here on Friday night. That'll be an important one for both teams, as again, that'll more than likely be a fight for first place at that point in time. So that'll be a very important game here for the Hinckley Knights. Should be a good one. Those two teams, again, at the top of the league. And not only that, you've got the top 2 scoring offenses in the division and the top 2 defenses, and not just in in their division, but in the league. So it should be a good one there. Leading off for the Knights, it will be Griffin Steele, and he swings and misses on the first one for strike 1. Runner at third for Hinckley is Griffin Steele, as his fly ball to shallow center got down in between 3 different Lumberjacks and broke his bat swinging at that one. Almost safe, but he is thrown out at first by the second baseman, but that is nonetheless an RBI. So Sickler will add another run to the board there as he crosses Griffin Steele to make it 2-0 for the Knights with 1 down here in the bottom of the third. And we're going to be in there on the outside part of the plate for strike 1 for Sean Osmus. That one high, and that'll be ball 1. That one inside, and that'll be ball 2. 2-1 count for Osmus. Pitch on the way from Thompson. Osmus swings and misses, and that'll even out the count at 2-2. Thompson readies. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate, and that'll run the count full. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Osmus gets a piece of it. It's a slow roller to the second baseman. He grabs it, throwing to first in time for out number 2. And now coming to the plate, Corey Schmidt. Reached on an RBI single. Scoring Max Sickler there. So now Schmidt will have his turn with 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd. Got a piece of that one and fouls it into the backstop. So 0-1 now for Schmidt as that one was fouled back. That one is one Schmidt's probably going to want back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's definitely outside, and that's ball 1. Yeah, Schmidt got a piece of that one, but you'd tell he definitely wanted that one back. That one is swung on and hit over the third baseman's head. That'll be a base hit from Corey Schmidt. So a 2-out single for Schmidt, and Isaiah Haas makes his way to the plate. Runner at first, 2 down, and Haas is the second leading man on the Knights roster, batting .404 with 9 RBIs. That puts him in fifth place, on the team for RBIs. So a 1-0 count now for Haas as that one is outside. Pitch from Thompson on the way. It's lifted out towards right. And that one may have fooled the right fielder. It did, and that's going to get down for an extra base hit. They're going to send Schmidt from first, and he is going to be in there. It's an RBI double for Isaiah Haas. That one completely fooled the right fielder. He thought he needed to come up on it, but in fact it sailed on him. And that would be enough to not only be 2 bags for Haas, but enough to send Schmidt home from first. So 2 down now, but the Knights have added yet another run, make it 3-0. The first pitch here to T.J. Johnson's outside for ball 1. One-oh pitch, getting set and on the way. And Johnson will foul that one right into the netting behind home plate. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. And Johnson gets this one on the ground to the shortstop. Picks it up and throwing to first is there for out number 3. That one looked like a tough grounder to maybe grab. The throw on to first just got there, though. And the Knights will end the 3rd inning having scored 2 runs. 2 hits, 2 runs for the Knights. Error there by the Lumberjacks. So the Knights lead here in this one 3-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They do strand one there in the bottom of the 3rd, but again, they lead 3-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So the Knights will head to the top of inning number 4, leading over the Elk River Lumberjacks. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Whoa, they got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like lots of matzo pizza, buy one, get one free. Ben & Jerry's 2 for $12. Celsius, buy 2, get 1 free. Any size fountain pop, just 79 cents. Jack's Link Jerky, 2 for $10. And Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, ready to eat, 2 for $4. Open 24/7, 365. They got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP, you might have heard the struggles there in between the innings, but fear not. We are back, and the excuse me, hit there from Will Ambrose right to Lottie at second, and he throws on first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's as good as you can ask for if you're Hinckley. And now Jacob Jeske to the plate. 1 down. And the first pitch to him is low. Coming in there with some speed, but it's low for ball 1. That one is swung on and hit right to the third baseman, Haas. Throw on to first is going to be well over Osmus. And that one sailed on him. And Griffin Steele, all the way from his catcher spot, goes and gets that one. I mean, Steele has the speed, so why not? And that'll be an error there on Haas to allow Jeske at second. I mean, the throw would have got him, but that one sailed on him. So what should have been an out is a man on second, Jeff Brooks, to the plate now for Elk River. And that one just, I don't know what happened there, but it sailed on Haas, and this one is so an 0-1 count now for Brooks, and Steele behind the plate. May have had a little too much popcorn before the game. This one swung on and laced. Foul out of play. My goodness. That one was absolutely drilled there by Jeff Brooks. So 0-2 now for Brooks. Ben Sickler with the pitch. 0-2 swung on. That's going to get down for a base hit. Sickler will line this one in to the shortstop Schmidt, and Schmidt will walk it in to the grass on the infield and hand it to Ben Sickler. So a single there for Jeff Brooks, and now runners on the corners with 1 down. And now Joe Holman to the plate for Elk River. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. A little bit of a jam here for Ben Sickler to get out of, and an unfortunate error allowed that runner at third. Sickler will just lob it over to first to make sure Brooks gets back, and of course Brooks is back safely on that one. 0-1 for Holman. That one swung on right at the shortstop Schmidt. Throw on to second for 1, throw on to first for another, and that's going to be a double play. So even though Jeske gets home, the run's not going to count because they got the 2 outs. Nice job there by the Knights' Corey Schmidt to turn the double play. So the runner at second was the first, and then the runner at first was the final out as he grounded out to the shortstop. So no hits, no runs. The Knights prevent that run from scoring and via the double play, and they do unfortunately get the error on the Haas overthrow. So that will do it for the top of inning number 4. Again, we're moving pretty swiftly through this game as we are already in the bottom of the 4th inning. Only a half hour's gone by since the start of this one. Feels like, it does not feel like it was only that long ago, whichever way you'd like to look at it. It does not feel that quick. It has gone by quickly, though, and the Knights have a 3-0 lead over the Lumberjacks. Again, they trying to hold on to their top spot in the division, in the Eastern Mini North division. Still out there, Mitch Thompson for the Lumberjacks. The Knights will lead it off with Dylan Marcellonis. And up to this game, he was batting .500. Of course, not seen a ton of at-bats, as again, he just recently joined the team after spending his season with Esco and taking 3rd place at the state tournament. First pitch from Thompson, swung on, and that one right over the second baseman's head. That'll be a base hit. Marcellonis rounding first and puts on the brakes, and that'll be a leadoff single for the Knights. Now Jeff Lottie will come to the plate, grounded out in the second, but had a good at-bat, good battle with Thompson at the plate for that at-bat. shows bunt. Pitch is going to be just high, and that's ball one. Good eye there by Jeff Lottie. Here's the 0-1. Lottie reaches at that one, and that one's going to go foul out of play. One now for the second baseman. And here's the pitch from Thompson. That's outside, and that's ball two. 2-1 for Lottie. Looks to Haas at third base for the signal. And Thompson readies. Here's the pitch. That one, and that's going to be a nice base hit there for Jeff Lottie. It's going to roll to the right fielder, and that will allow Marcelonis into third. And a good base hit there by Lottie. Looked a little bit funky because he reached for it a little bit, but he lobbed it just in between first and second for a base hit. Any way he can get it. And now Bryce Erickson to the plate with runners at the corners and nobody out. So an opportunity here for Erickson to add on to the Knights' lead. He swings at that one, and that one's going to go foul. Late decision to swing at that one, and he fouls it out of play. Oh, 1 now. Thompson readies, and here's the pitch. That one's laced out to right. It's going to get down for a base hit. An RBI single for Bryce Erickson. And the Knights add on to their lead to make it 4-0. Two very good-looking hits there by the Knights to get the runner home. So runners at first and second, nobody down. And Griffin Steele now at the plate. Steele swings and misses at that one for strike one. Steele does not need a lot of space to get to either reach base or make one in for everybody else into two. He needs, but a small amount of space, just like that. And the throw down to first, not going to get him. Another single there, bunt single for the Knights and Griffin Steele. So now Max Sickler, he's been an RBI machine these last few games for the Knights. And can he do it again? Max Sickler looking for yet another RBI opportunity. That one's outside low for ball one. Max Sickler, these last few games that we've called here for Hinckley, he's been an RBI machine. The last one we called, he hit 4 RBIs against the Maple Plain Diamond Devils. That one's going to be popped up in a tough spot, and the first baseman's not going to get it. That's going to get down for a base hit, and everyone's going to be safe. And now that one rolls to the Elk River dugout, but everyone is going to stay. So an RBI single there for Max Sickler. That one was just put in a tough spot for the Lumberjacks to get at. I mean, they had an opportunity to get it, but it was in such a tough angle and such a tough route to the ball. It was just out of the infield towards the foul line, and man, they just couldn't get to it. And now it's another RBI single for Max Sickler, and another run for the Knights as they lead 5-0. And now it's a chance for Shauna Osmus to get in on the RBI party. Swing and a miss by Osmus, and it's now a 1-1 count for him. So again, full bases are full with nobody out. Thompson readies. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And Osmus will foul this one over the press box here and out of play. Now we have 1-2. Thompson with the pitch. Swing and a miss by Osmus, and that'll be out number 1. So only one down for the Knights, and coming to the plate is Corey Schmidt, and this is a great opportunity for Schmidt, who is a great batter at the plate. Schmidt is their number 3 man in terms of RBIs behind TJ Johnson and Brady Johnson. He has 11 on the year. TJ with 14, Brady with 12. So Corey Schmidt could have a chance to get into second place with a good base hit here. This one going to be fouled out of play, though, by Schmidt, and it's a 1-1 count. Base is still loaded, 1 out. Again, Schmidt with a prime opportunity to add on to his RBI total. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Outside and low. That'll be ball 2. A walk here does score a run for Hinckley as the bases are loaded. Thompson with the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be in there for strike 2. Schmidt held off thinking it was going to be high for ball 3, but that one's in there for strike 2. Evens the count out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, and that's going to get through the infield. That'll score 1. That'll score 2. Oh, the runner at third stopped. I don't know why he stopped. That was Steele who stopped at third. They wave him through, and that's going to be a 3-run double for Corey Schmidt as he empties the bases. And that will put him into second place for RBIs, and that will also make it 8-0 for the Knights. Now Haas, he has a chance to add on here. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. 8-0 the Knights lead with 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 4. 0-1 count for Haas. The pitch on the way. That one's outside. That'll be ball 1. 1-1 for Isaiah Haas, the third baseman. Got a piece of that one and fouled it back, and a little bit of a late decision swing there. It's a 1-2 count now for Haas. One, 2 for Haas. On the way. Swings and misses. And that'll be out number 2. Now TJ Johnson coming to the plate. And he will look to add on to his RBI team lead with 14. Maybe get his 15th here. That one is going to be on the plate for strike 1. TJ Johnson readies, and here's the 1-0 or 1-1 from Thompson. That one's right down the first base line. First baseman grabs it off the bounce and steps on the bag for out number 3. 6 hits, 5 runs for the Knights. No errors in that inning by the Lumberjacks. And the Knights hold on to an 8-0 lead as we move forward to the top of inning number 5. Well, that slowed the game down just a little bit, but we're still moving on here pretty good in this one. The Knights score 5 there in that inning, take an 8-0 lead over the Elk River Lumberjacks and look to continue to hang on to their first place spot in the division. Top of the 5th inning will be on when we return after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Does radio advertising work? It just did. Make it work for you. contact us at wcmpradio.com.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest.
Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Reed Olson led off the top of the fifth with a base hit on the first pitch out towards right center. It got down, and so he's on first, and now the pitcher Mitch Thompson at the plate. He deals with a 1-2 count. And Sickler with the pitch. That's in there for no. Ball 2. Well, it was either inside or high, but looked good to me. That one's going to be make it a 2-2 count out towards straightaway center. TJ Johnson is there easily for the grab for out number 1. So 1 down now, and Brady Anager to the plate. Here's the pitch from Sickler. In there for strike 1. And he makes a nice play on the mound. Steele bounced it to him, and Sickler just made a nice grab. That one's going to go foul on the bunt attempt from Brady Anaker. So on the bunt attempt, it goes foul, and now it's going to be 0-2 for Anaker with 1 down, runner at first. This one swung on and fouled as well. Another one that goes foul here. Oh, 2. Anaker. That one is late swing and goes foul right towards the Knights dugout. Here's the 0-2 to Anaker. That one's high. Ball 1. And the 1-2 from Sickler. Ooh, I don't know how that missed him, but it did, and he got out of the way apparently. So now it's a 2-2 count for Anaker, and pitch from Sickler. Swing and a miss, and that'll be out number 2. 2 down now, runner at first, and Kyle Allenson to the plate for Elk River. Sickler readies. Here's the pitch. Inside, but it's on the plate for strike 1. And Sickler with the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 from Sickler. Swung on and into foul territory, and that's going to go and get out of play, actually. So that one is foul out of play here by Kyle Allenson. And still a runner at first for Elk River. 1 down, or 2 down now. 0-2, Sickler readies. Here's the pitch. And that one's high, and ball 1 now for Kyle Allenson. That one swung on. Haas, throw on to first instead of second, and the throw to first is in time for out number 3. Thought about throwing it to second, realized the runner was there basically already, so instead made the throw to first in time for out number 1. 1 hit, no runs for the Lumberjacks, no errors by Hinckley, and we move forward. And it will now be the bottom of inning number 5 here on WCMP. The Knights leading 8-0, and we'll look to add on to that lead. And coming up for them here to begin the inning is the man who led off last inning. Dylan Marcelonis will off this inning. Now, last time he led off, they batted around. Yeah, all 9 players came to the plate and batted, and they scored 5 runs. That's going to happen again, but it is Marcelonis leading off again, and that's what happened last inning. So, I don't know if you see the correlation. No, I like it to happen, but we shall see. Again, Knights fighting to keep that first place spot to themselves over the Princeton Panthers, but they will host Princeton here Friday. Princeton has the best defense runs against wise in the league, even over the Isani Redbirds with only 3 runs against. Isani Redbirds with 7, Hinckley Knights with 10. The Knights are a total of 10-7 on the year. 10-4 are the Panthers, and 6-1 are the Redbirds. The Knights have overall runs for just a ton. They're 19 above the Princeton Panthers with 114 on the season, so pretty darn good offense here for the Knights. 0-1 swinging on that one is Marcelonis for strike 1, and the 0-1 is swung on by Marcelonis. Out to center field. Center fielder's there, grabs it, holds on for out number 1. So that's not what he was hoping for, but Jeff Lottie to the plate. Last inning reached on a single and eventually scored. First pitch to him is ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way from Thompson. It's high for ball 2. 2-0 count now for Jeff Lottie. Pitch from Thompson. And it'll be strike 1. Lottie trying to hold up. Don't know if he did or not, but it's going to be strike 1 anyways. That one's swung on and goes foul out of play. That evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on the way. That one's outside for ball 3. Full count for Lottie. Here's the pitch. Oh, swinging and missing on that one is Lottie, and that'll be out number 2. 2 down. And now coming to the plate to pinch hit for Bryce Erickson is Lane Von Ruden. Von Ruden, first pitch swing in. That one is going and foul back and out of play. So 2 down. 0-1 for Von Ruden. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. 0-2 now. Behind the count is Lane Von Ruden, and Knights trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning. Thompson with the pitch. Von Ruden, that one's going to go foul down the third base line, just foul. And it'll be 0-2 for Lane Von Ruden. Here's the pitch from Thompson. That one is outside. Von Ruden thought about it, laid off, and a very, very good eye to lay off that one. Here's the 1-2. And got a piece of it. It's going to be a very slow roller to the third baseman. He picks it up, throw on to first. Is not even close. And Von Ruden, that one gets by the first baseman. He thought about going to second, but he'll just turn around and head back to first. Von Ruden uses his wheels to beat out the throw. And a 2-out single for Von Ruden will put a runner on with 2 down. And it's Griffin Steele coming to the plate. So with 2 down, the Knights get their 12th hit of the game. And again, Steele, he bunted single last time at the plate. Don't foresee that happening here. He'll have to put this one in play. A nice swing, but this one's down the left field line and foul. Put a good swing on that one, but it goes foul down the left field line. Come back to look and do it again, but this time fair. 0-1. And that one's outside. And it's 1-1 now for Griffin Steele. Lane Von Ruden at first. On deck is Max Sickler. Throw to first to check on Von Ruden, but he's back in plenty of time. And here's the pitch to Steele. Outside. And that makes it a 2-1 count for Griffin Steele. Pitch on the way. Steele reaches at that one and misses, and now will even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Thompson readies. Here's the pitch. Steele gets a piece of that one right out towards straightaway center. Center fielder on it, grabs it for the final out of the inning. So the Knights get 1 hit, no runs, no errors there by the Lumberjacks. And we're already headed to inning number 6 here at Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota. The Knights lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 8-0 over Elk River. And again, a win will keep them in that first place spot at least until Friday when they host the Princeton Panthers. 6th inning coming your way after word from our sponsors.
There's just passengers. Half-day rentals start as low as $200. Better yet, rent for a full 8 hours, starting at $300. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit PinetoonRental.com.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops, and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
And Josh Reif will lead off the top of inning number 6. A hit towards Isaiah Haas. Tried to get it off the bounce, but could not glove it. And it's a single for Josh Reif and Will Ambrose at the plate, the left-handed batter for the Lumberjacks. This one is outside for ball 1. And here's the 1-0. Comes in low. So that one was a strike for 1-1 now. And that one is swung and missed by Will Ambrose. Now 1-2. Runner at first. One, two, swung on and missed. For out number 1. So 1 down now, and Sickler and Steele will have a meeting there about halfway between home plate and the mound. That runner at first, the leadoff man was Josh Reif. And coming to the plate now for Elk River, Jacob Jeske. 0 for 2 on the evening, reached on an error back in the fourth. That one swung on and right to Osmus at first, and he'll grab it off the bounce, get the runner out, the leadoff man at second for out number 2, and the runner Jeske will be safe on a fielder's choice. So now Jeff Brooks comes to the plate, still a runner at first, but with 2 down. That one's in there low, and that one gets by Steele, and that will allow the runner from first to move to second. So Jeske now at second. Pass ball, and Jeff Brooks with a 1-0 count now. Nice try, Ben. 2 down for the Lumberjacks. That one swung on and laced out to left field. That's down. That's going to be a base hit. That will score the first run for Elk River. RBI single there for Jeff Brooks. Or, excuse me, double. Apologize. So now a 8-1 lead for the Knights after the Lumberjacks score one. That one is swung on and into foul territory, but out of play. Steele goes after it, but that one is out of play. So 2 down, runner at second after that RBI double by Jeff Brooks. Joe Hallman at the plate. Sickler ready. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and from third stays. So a single there for Hallman, and runners at the corners now, and Reed Olson to the plate for the Lumberjacks. Ben Sickler back to the mound. First pitch to Olson is in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Olson. Got a piece of it and fouls it back into the backstop. 0-2 with 2 down, runners at the corners for Reed Olson. Singled just last inning, and here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. And here's the pitch. That one again swung on and fouled out of play by Reed Olson. So count stays 0-2. Battle at the plate. Here's the 0-2 again. Little something off that one, but it's fouled there by Olson, and count will stay 0-2. Runners at the corners for Elk River, 2 down. 0-2 count for Reed Olson. Ben Sickler trying to finish off the inning. And that'll be strike 3. Go down looking. Let the Lumberjacks do some damage here with 3 hits, 1 run, and no errors there by the Knights in the top of inning number 6. So we'll head down to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the Knights' turn, and they'll try and get that run back that they gave up and also try and add on to their lead. Maybe even try and get that 10-run rule here so we can get out of here by the 7th inning. But that's not the goal. The goal is just to get the win. Again, they have an important matchup here coming up on Friday where they will host the Princeton Panthers, and that's a battle for, at the moment, first place. If Hinckley can hold on here this evening for the victory, it'll be Princeton and Hinckley on Friday going at it for the right for sole first place in the Eastern Mini North Division. That should be a good one. And continuing to look at the overalls for these teams, as I mentioned, Hinckley has the best runs for, but runs against is 102. So they score a bunch, but they also allow a bunch of runs, so they'll look to improve that. The best runs against right now is Isani. They have only allowed 18 runs, 19 by the St. Francis Silverbacks, and 23 by the Elk River Lumberjacks, 38 from the Nighthawks. Bottom of the 6th, leading off, is the leadoff man for the Knights, Max Sickler. First pitch from Thompson, in there, swung on by Sickler. He pops it up towards the third baseman, and the third ball, my goodness. He had to very late change his route at the ball, but he's able to hold on for out number 1. And Sean Osmus comes to the plate now with 1 down. Osmus 0 for 3 on the night, but he gets this one out towards left center, and that's a way to end an 0 for. And Osmus not stopping at first. The throw to second is going to get him. Well, he got the hit, but he'll be tagged out at second. So a single and then tagged out at second for out number 2. So 2 down now for the Knights, and Corey Schmidt to the plate. Hoping to avoid that dreaded 1-2-3 inning. Schmidt, late swing on that one. May have gotten a piece of it. 0-1 for Corey Schmidt. And here's the pitch. Schmidt swings and misses on that one, and it'll be 0-2. And the Knights now looking to go 1-2-3 here in this one. Schmidt gets a piece of that one, fouls it back, and so the count stays 0-2 for Corey Schmidt. 2 down, nobody on. And the bottom of the 6th, Knights lead 8-1. And here's the 0-2. Schmidt gets a piece of that one, but it's out towards the right fielder. He's got a good eye on it, and he grabs it for out number 3. So the Knights go 1-2-3 here in this inning. No hits, no runs, and no errors by the Elk River Lumberjacks. So the 6th inning has come and gone, and the Knights still hold on to that lead, 8-1 now over the Elk River Lumberjacks. And when we return, we'll be in the 7th inning of play after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
KBEK Sports. Local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluga. Back underneath, far side, and a goal!
To the lane and just gets the roll. Wow.
Mora, Pine City, North Branch, Graham, East Central, Hinckley, Finlayson, Malacca. Find out who plays next at kbek.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning is Mitch Thompson for the Lumberjacks. Fouled the first one off, and this one's going to be low for ball 1. One now for Mitch Thompson, the Lumberjacks pitcher this evening. That one is swung on and hit into foul territory. Osmus is on it, and he holds on. We're out number 1. So Osmus makes a play there in foul territory to grab the first out for the Knights. So 1 down now. And Brady Anaker to the plate. Pitch from Sickler on the way. Swing and a miss. He's 0 for 2 this evening. And that one is in there for strike 2. 0-2 from Sickler. Swung on and fouled off the third base line. Again, Sickler wasting no time in between pitches. I had enough time to call it 0-1 before he was set and ready for his second pitch. And then 0-2 for, I think I was in saying 0-2 as the pitch was on the way. So here is the 0-2 again. That one's going to be outside, and that'll be ball 1. 1-2 count here for Anaker and nobody on. And here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss, and the throw down to first is in time. Nice job by Griffin Steele. There's not too many people who would be able to go back there and get that one that fast at the backstop other than Steele, but he uses his speed, gets to the backstop, grabs that ball, makes a beautiful throw down to first for out number 2. So 2 down now for Elk River. Kyle Allenson to the plate, swings and misses on that one. Here's the 0-1. That one swung on and hit out towards center, shallow center, and the shortstop Schmidt, though, is there and grabs it for out number 3. Nice grab on the run by Corey Schmidt, and that'll make it a 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no runs, and the Knights do not commit an error here. In the top of the 7th, we'll move to the bottom of the 7th and have our 7th inning stretch. The Knights would need, how many? 4 runs here. 3, excuse me, I can do math. 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to get that 10-run rule as part of the Eastern Mini League. But if not, that's okay. We'll go to the 7th and hope the Knights can continue to hang on to this lead. 8-1 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, and I do believe we have a new pitcher. So for the Elk River Lumberjacks, it appears we will have a new pitcher. Be 21. We'll see if and according to their roster sheet, it's Tommy Olson. So hopefully the roster is up to date. I know sometimes the roster not always up to date for some teams just because they get so busy and the season keeps them plenty busy, so I understand. But that does appear to be the name and the number on the roster. Tommy Olson will come in for Mitch Thompson, who went 6 innings. He allowed 8 runs and 13 hits. on his evening. And did he grab a strikeout? I don't remember. We'll look. So he grabbed 2 strikeouts as Isaiah Haas will lead off for the Knights. Haas gets a piece of that one, fouls it into the netting here behind home plate, and that'll be strike 1. Haas 1 for 3 this evening, and RBI double back in the third. And that one is bouncing to the catcher, and that's ball 1. One pitch on the way. Swinging and a miss by Haas. And the 1-2 on the way. Outside. That'll even out the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes for the leadoff man, Isaiah Haas, in the bottom of the 7th. That one's high, and it will make it a full count now for Isaiah Haas. Here's the full count pitch. And Haas will lace this one foul down the third base line. Here's the full count pitch once again. And that is low for ball 4. So Isaiah Haas draws the leadoff walk, and now it's T.J. Johnson coming to the plate. So runner at first, nobody out for Hinckley. And they need 3 runs to make it that 10-run rule. First pitch there to Johnson is outside for ball 1. Next pitch on the way. That's in there for strike 1, and T.J. Johnson looks at it, shakes his head, yep, I see it now. So he'll be ready next time that one comes at him. 1-1. And the pitch on the way. That one's going to be high. And now a 2-1 count for T.J. Johnson. On the evening, 0 for 3 up to this point. The 2-1 swung at and right to the third baseman. Throw on to first is not going to get him. So fielder's choice will allow T.J. Johnson to reach. And they get the lead runner Haas out at second. Dylan Marcelonis to the plate. 1 for 3 here this evening. And still that runner at first. That one's outside. Ball 1. That one's low. And that'll make it a 2-0 count for Marcelonis. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's outside again, and that's ball 3. 3-0 here for Dylan Marcelonis. He'll be taken all the way. Runner at first and 1 down. That's going to be in there for strike 1. So now a 3-1 for Dylan Marcelonis. And here's the 3-1 pitch on the way. And that's high for ball 4. So the second walk given up here this inning. T.J. Johnson at second, Marcelonis at first. Lottie to the plate with 1 down. First pitch to Lottie on the way. High. Must have been just off the plate for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swinging and a miss by Lottie. So a 1-1 count and 1 down for the Knights here in the bottom of the 7th. That one's outside, and that'll be ball 2. So hearing from the field that the pitcher's name is Jack, but I'm not seeing it on the roster, so I apologize to any Elk River fans. But we'll call him Jack. 2-1 on the way. Ooh, in there on the outside part of the plate. That's strike 2 for Jeff Lottie, so a 2-2 count for the second baseman. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Lottie gets a piece of it, and that goes foul. So the 2-2 is fouled down the third baseline by Lottie. So another 2-2 try again for Lottie. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Going to call strike 3 there. Get him looking. That's a tough strike 3 call. But 2 down. And runners on first and second. And it's Lane Von Ruden coming to the plate. And the first pitch to him is low for ball 1. Von Ruden came in the 5th inning in pitch hit for Bryce Erickson. Swings and miss on that one. Now a 1-1 count for Lane Von Ruden. 1 for 1. Same as his ball strike count. Here's the pitch on the way. In there for strike 2. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be low, and it will even out the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and second for Hinckley. They lead 8-1 over the Elk River Lumberjacks. And here's the pitch. Lane Von Ruden out in front of that one. Swings and misses for out number 3. No hits, no runs for the Knights. No errors committed by the Elk River Lumberjacks. And we'll move forward. It'll be the 8th inning of play. The 10-run rule will not come into play. Maybe next inning. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But the Knights lead over the Lumberjacks 8-1. And we'll have that 8th inning of play when we return after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Town Ball here on WCMP.
Attention baseball fans! Are you ready to experience the on-air giveaway? That's right! Every Friday is your chance to score big and win tickets to see the Saints live in action at beautiful CHS Field. Imagine the atmosphere, the crack of the bat, the smell of freshly popped popcorn, and the joy of being surrounded by fellow fans. Special thank you to our incredible sponsor, bringing in the heat with Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to WCMP every Friday morning for your chance to win tickets to the St. Paul Saints.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal.
To the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinckley, Finlayson, East Central, Bram, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
And leading off the top of the 8th inning for the Lumberjacks, Josh Reif. He sits this one slowly to Corey Schmidt at short, and man, I don't know what happened there, but looked like it bounced off his cleat or something. That will allow Reif to reach. Call it an E6. So with that error, the Lumberjacks have a runner at first now as we move back to the top of the order for Will Ambrose. First pitch to him is ball 1. That one inside. Gets away from Steele, and Reif will head to second. Knights still holding on to that 8-1 lead. Ambrose, the leadoff man for the Lumberjacks in this game, now has a 2-1 count. That one on the outside part of the plate. That one is swung on by Ambrose into foul territory. Steele racing after it, and he almost in a position to get that one, but it bounces off the light pole there, and that'll make it strike 2. So an even 2-2 count now for Will Ambrose. The runner at second and nobody out. Pitch here from Sickler, swung on, and a bouncer to the second baseman, Lottie. Throw on to first is in time for the first out. But that runner now at third. Jacob Jeske now comes to the plate. You've got that runner at third all of a sudden, and the Knights trying not to surrender a second run here. But one out and a runner at third. So tough spot here for Sickler and the Knights. That will help. That one a soft little pop-up right to Lottie. Well, that'll help. So what looked to be a tough situation, the soft pop-up to Lottie from Jeske, and now Jeff Brooks to the plate. But his last 2 at-bats have been pretty darn good. A single and then an RBI double to get their first run on the board. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Sickler. That one swung on and fouled. I'm just going to take a look at it, and looks good enough to give back to Sickler. 0-2 now for Brooks. And Sickler with the pitch. That one fouled off again. So it'll be 0-2 once again for Jeff Brooks. He has hit the ball hard here this evening. And here's the 0-2 from Sickler. Swung on and right at Haas. Oh, it's going to bounce and get him. And that will allow Brooks to reach first. It'll be a run scored. And another error there committed by Hinckley. This one by Haas again, unfortunately. This one swung on right to the shortstop, and Schmidt will lob it right to Lottie at second for out number 3. So Hallman will be the final out. But 1 run crosses, no hits, 1 run. And an error committed again by Hinckley here. They have committed 3 up to this point in the game. So now we move forward to the bottom of the 8th inning, Knights will look to add on some insurance runs. Now they would need 4 to get that 10-run rule. See, I was just looking into the future, that's all, when I said it before. I was just looking at the 8th inning, that's all. So 8-2 now your score. Not according to my scoreboard, but I promise it is 8-2. There we go, fixed her on up. 8-2 is the score. And getting set to lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Hinckley Knights is Griffin Steele. Yes, it will be Griffin Steele. And does appear to be the same pitcher, so same pitcher. They have not changed it up. Again, I think they brought exactly 10 guys here this evening. So the only change that they could, I mean, they could make some more changes, but the only sub they have is the one, and I believe that was the pitcher all night. So Griffin Steele makes his way to the right-handed batter's box to lead off for the Hinckley Knights in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 1 to Steele. And here's the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. So now 0-2 for Griffin Steele. Oh, 2 on the way. Steele gets a piece of it, and that's a soft pop up to the second baseman. Oh, it's in and out of his glove. Pops out, and Griffin Steele thought about 2 and said he'll head back to first, and an error there on the second baseman. So another error here in the game, and that will allow Steele to reach. And it's Max Sickler as we return to the top of the order. First pitch there to Sickler. Is strike 1. Steele going, and a good jump, and he's there safely. That ball, that throw down may have gotten there, but it was just a tad high for the second baseman. Otherwise, Steele may have been tagged down, but he is there safely. And a 1-1 count for Max Sickler. Nobody out, runner at second, 1-1 on the way. It's a high and outside for ball 2 to Sickler. Here's the 2-1. Inside, but Sickler gets a piece of it, and that one may have beat the center fielder. Oh, it did. That definitely did, but he gets it off of one bounce. It's an RBI double for Max Sickler. Just keep on batting him in, young man. That's his 3rd on the evening. 3 RBIs on the night for Max Sickler. I mean, he just continues to be an RBI machine for this team. So that scores a run. Nobody out, and the runner, again, on second. 9-2 is our score. Knights need 2 now. 3. No, I was right. Knights would need 3 to end this game now. First pitch swinging, Osmus. That one's going to be a roller to the shortstop. He dropped it, and Osmus is going to be safe at first. Runners at the corners, nobody out for Corey Schmidt. A home run would end it, Corey. Home run would end it, man. That's all I got to say. He's also been a pretty good RBI guy as well, so we'll look to see if he can't bat in a couple more runs on the season. Schmidt has 11, as I mentioned before. That's good enough for 3rd on the team, but with his 3 earlier, that puts him into 2nd. And he has 4 on the night, so that would actually put him into 1st with 15 RBIs on the season to lead the team now. The first pitch to him was called strike. The next one is inside and low for ball 1. 1-1 for Schmidt. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Schmidt. He is 3 for 4 on the evening is Corey Schmidt. 1 for 2, though. Runners on the corners. Here is the pitch. And Schmidt gets a piece of it to keep himself alive in this at-bat. As that one was fouled off the third base line. Schmidt has a chance again at 1-2. And here's the pitch. Schmidt gets that one. That's going to leave the infield. That will score 1. And only 1, but it's an RBI single for Corey Schmidt. Give him 16 RBIs now on the season. And 5 here this evening. He has 16 on the year, 5 just this evening. Now Isaiah Haas with a chance here. He has an RBI double in the third, but other than that, it's been a tough outing for him here tonight. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. That going to be a pass ball on the first pitch to Haas. None of the runners want to try and advance, so they will stay. (1-0) for Haas, and here's the pitch. Oh, that one nearly got the pitcher. That's going to get by him. It gets by the second baseman. That's going to score 1. Haas rounding first. He'll stop at first, and that one rolls in, but it's an RBI single for Isaiah Haas. So it scores 1. Runners at the corners, and it's now TJ Johnson's turn, and a base hit here would give them the victory. So a base hit would get the Knights out of here with a 12-2 victory. It's 11-2 currently. All they need is one more to end this via the 10-run rule. TJ Johnson, he would certainly like to get back within one of that RBI lead. I'm sure the players don't really care too much about that, but still, I'm sure they have friendly competition about it as well. Last year was Isaiah Haas who led the Knights in RBIs for a long time. And now it looks like we're going to get a change here. At the pinch runner will come in for Isaiah Haas. So the pinch runner going to be Elliot Blatz. And looks like we got a runner at third too. It didn't catch the number. So we've got runners at the corners, pinch running. The runner at third thought about going, but he'll stay, and that pinch runner at third is Cody Klein. So you've got Cody Klein at third, and with that pass ball, pinch runner at first goes to second, and again, that one is Elliot Blatz. So base hit here wins it for the Knights. That one's going to be hit foul out of play, with runners on second and third. And again, nobody out, and a 1-1 count for TJ Johnson. Here's the pitch. It's low. That'll make it a 2-1 count, and again gets away from the catcher, but he's on top of it, and the runners will stay at second and third. Two-one count for TJ Johnson. Here's the pitch. High, and that's ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike for TJ Johnson. Winning run is at third. Here's the 3-1. That one's out and just foul. Good hit down the right field line, but it drifted into foul territory. So his count will run full. And we'll get that foul ball to the umpire here. Right fielder threw it back in. I don't think he knew the pitcher got a new ball. Full count now for TJ Johnson. Nobody out. Runners in scoring position. And here's the pitch. That will do it. The RBI single to end it. And that will be the 10-run rule. And the Knights will get the victory here this evening, 12-2 over the Elk River Lumberjacks. So, 5 hits, 4 runs to end the game here for the Knights. They did have 2 errors in the top of the 8th, but that will end it. The Knights get the victory here over the Elk River Lumberjacks, 12-2 via the 10-run rule, and now they'll await Friday's game where they will host the Princeton Panthers for the right for sole first place in the Eastern Mini North Division. We will take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll recap this game, and then we'll send you on your way. The Knights get the victory, 12-2 here on WCCM.
At Walia Health, your eye health is our passion. With cutting-edge technology and a team dedicated to your well-being, we're here to ensure your eyesight shines bright. From diagnosing and treating conditions like cataracts and glaucoma to helping you find the perfect pair of glasses or contacts, we've got you covered. Schedule your appointment today at waliahealth.org or give us a call at 320-679-2020. Let's keep those eyes sparkling together.
Whoa, they got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like lots of matzo pizza, buy one, get one free. Ben & Jerry's 2 for $12. Celsius, buy 2, get one free. Any size fountain pop, just 79 cents. Jack's Link Jerky, 2 for $10. And Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, ready to eat, 2 for $4. Open 24/7, 365. They got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Back here on WCMP, the Knights get the victory over the Elk River Lumberjacks this evening, 12-2, and the Knights continue to stay at the top spot in the Eastern Mini North Division, undefeated 7-0 now in the league play. They will host Princeton here on Friday. That'll be an important one because that'll be the battle for sole first place in the Eastern Mini North Division. Both of them undefeated. Both of them, technically, I guess you could technically be tied, but Hinckley is on top. But that will be the battle for sole first place in the league here on Friday night. That'll begin at 7:30 p.m. And then for Saturday, the Knights will host they won't host. They will play Twin Ports Timbers up at Wade Stadium in Duluth at 2 p.m. Other games that day will have the Moore Blue Devils hosting the Bram Snappers. That should be a good one as well. And then on Sunday, the Knights will play in Bram against the Snappers at 2 p.m. again. So they'll have two 2 p.m. games in Bram. And then on Friday, again, they will host the Princeton Panthers, as that will be the battle for sole first place here in the division. The Knights get the victory here, 12-2 over the Elk River Lumberjacks. The Knights improved to 7-0 in Eastern Mini League play and moved to 11-7 total on the season. Ben Sickler went all 8 innings. He gave up 4 hits, allowed 2 runs, and struck out 9. The player of the game, it's any one of guys, but I think it has to go to Corey Schmidt. 5 RBIs on the evening. Yes, 5 of them here tonight. Made a couple good plays there at short, but 5 RBIs this evening. It was between him and Max Sickler. Max Sickler also grabbed another 3 RBIs here tonight, so it was between one of them two, but we're going to give it to Corey Schmidt as tonight. He had 5 RBIs to lead the team, and now that'll put him in first place with 16 on the evening. TJ Johnson just behind him with 15 after tonight, and for Max Sickler on the year, after tonight, he will be close. He'll have 13 on the year, so that should put him up to third. Third. So he'll be in third after tonight as Brady Johnson got the night off. So, shake up in the RBI leaders for Hinckley. The Hinckley Knights, Corey Schmidt will now be in first with 16, 15 for TJ Johnson in second, and Max Sickler with 13 into third place. Not that that all matters, but I know, again, they might have a friendly competition when it comes to the end of the season. For the Hinckley Knights, again, they will host the Princeton Panthers when it comes to Friday. That'll begin at 7:30, and that will be a battle for first place. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Of course, huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. If it weren't for them, well, we wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games. So appreciate all of our fine sponsors. Thanks to the the camera woman to my left for coming in and joining me here tonight. Again, it's because of her we get a little bit of better production here. Otherwise, you just get home plate view. If it's me, it's just home plate view. So she coming in and helping us out again with a much better view of the game here tonight. A ton of hard hits that were captured thanks to her. So appreciate her coming out. And again, reminder, stay tuned to our morning shows on 95.5 FM with Rockin' Robin and Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Josh Amir on at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you'll catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game and all the other town ball games going on in our listening area. Of course, we got no more high school games going on until the end of August, so we've got a while to wait for high school sports to get back again. But we'll take the time to take a breather and just call some town ball. It's always fun to call town ball games, whether it's here at Hinckley or Mora or wherever we decide to go. It's always fun to call some town ball games. Also, we'll have on our websites, don't forget, both KBK and WCMPradio.com, as well as our social medias, our Facebooks for both stations, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports, game recaps that we write from games we've been at, breaking sports news, LOI signings, broken records, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, players going and elsewhere. So we have all that on our social medias and our website, so be sure to stay tuned to those. If you're watching this game, it's usually only a one-night thing, because it's usually because, well, we don't have a hotspot that is got enough data to it. Even though they're technically unlimited, they don't have enough data to them. So, and it's usually a one-night fix. By the time we get to our next game that we're calling, it'll be fixed. So I promise you, don't worry. If you experience technical difficulties tonight, like I am, buffering, any sorts of things like that, don't worry, that'll be fixed by the next game we call. So it'll be much better for the next one. But here, the Knights get the victory. And again, if you're watching this on our YouTube, like and subscribe. All you have to do is hit that like button and hit that red subscribe button. That way you'll be notified anytime we go live with a local sporting event. So again, click that red subscribe button to be subscribed to this YouTube page. I want to get this page to 1,000. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so help me get there. Other than that, thanks so much for tuning in. The Knights get the victory 12-2 over the Lumberjacks after 8 innings. Thanks all for tuning in. Thanks to our fine sponsors. Thanks to the camera woman to my left. And again, the final score on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, 12-2 for WCMP. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.